With its volcanic underbelly and unspoiled prehistoric landscape, Iceland has suddenly become one of the hottest destinations.
My name is Ólöf Ýr Atladóttir, and I'm the Director General of the Icelandic Tourist Board. For me, Iceland is the possibility of enjoying solitude in spectacular, wide open spaces.
Iceland is certainly spectacular. The Gullfoss waterfall, part of the so-called golden circle of attractions not far from the capital. Iceland is a location for Game of Thrones, and fans of the hit series are partly responsible for the island's new popularity. So much so that it's difficult to grab a shot of pure nature without getting photobombed by people taking selfies.
My name is Mark Heisman. I run a children's charity in London. It's a delightful country. So far we've been in Reykjavik, but we're now just about to go out on a 3-week expedition around the interior, so we can't wait to get away from the people.
We met Heisman in the Thingvellir National Park, another destination on the Golden Circle route. It's a World Heritage Site at a place of great national importance to Icelanders as a legendary meeting point throughout the centuries.
This particular point seems really crowded, actually. For somewhere that's so special and so unique, it's actually a bit disappointing to see it full of tourists.
Fishing used to be Iceland's most important industry, but it's now been overtaken by tourism, which now accounts for a third of all of the country's foreign currency earnings. Since 2010, there's been between a 25% to 30% increase in the number of visitors each year. And so this year looks like being a record season, with government agencies predicting 1.8 million arrivals.
My name is Ian Sykes. I'm a retired lecturer in hospitality and tourism from Scotland, and I now live in Iceland, just outside Reykjavik, with my wife, and I run a guest house here. I believe Iceland really needs to get a grip of tourism, get a hold of it, and if it really hurts, actually, it might hurt. Just control the numbers and get everything sorted. At the moment, it's just more and more tourists and money in the till without a real thought to the future.
I think that the growth has been very rapid, and yes, we have had growing pains, yes. However, Iceland is still full of spots where you can still enjoy the solitude, but Iceland still provides the possibility for a very singular experience.
My name is Gunnar Þór Jóhannesson. I'm a professor in geography and tourism at the University of Iceland, Reykjavik. My specialty is tourism development, tourism policy and planning, and destination development. We need to invest in the road system. We know that some of the more serious challenges that tourism is facing is that simply that the infrastructure in some of the hotspots of tourism is not strong enough.
Radical kind of answer would be to put a ceiling on the number of people that come until we are really quite happy that we have the infrastructure to cope. Because at the moment, people are coming on short 3-day holidays, enjoy Iceland, but are going away saying, fantastic country, but it's expensive, and there are no toilets, and it's all crowded.
I actually don't think that's very possible, because I think that would mean putting a cap on, well, private enterprise in a way. But I do think that we can both organize and plan certain destinations within Iceland, so it grows, as I say, more harmoniously.
My name is Haldur Már, and I am a graphic design student, and I'm about to get booted out of my home because of Airbnb.
The shortage of hotels and guest houses in Iceland has led to an explosion of residents renting out their homes to tourists using the Airbnb website. Haldur Már doesn't believe that new legislation tightening the rules on Airbnb rentals will help potential tenants. He claims that future rent may account for 70% of his earnings.
They're taking away our homes, It's good that they're coming, but it's not really their fault. I think they're not aware of the problem, but the landlords, just everybody here wants to make money and get into the tourism market.
Hi, my name is Áshildur Bragadóttir, and I'm the director of Visit Reykjavik. We are not facing any problems, in my opinion. But of course we have to be concerned because the growth has been so much. It takes like 2 to 3 years to build a hotel. Therefore, Airbnb has become more common in Reykjavik, and that's something that, a question that we are facing now. Are there too many citizens renting out their houses?
I think it's also positive not to ban Airbnb altogether. Now we have a limit, so it's a 90 days period that you are able to rent out, or a certain amount of income that you are able to have before you have to apply for a license. And this means that actually normal people are able to actually to take part in this boom, this tourism boom.
This country is not for Icelanders anymore. Let's call it tourist land rather than Iceland from now on, I guess.
The tourism will drop off within the next 3 years, and then there's going to be kind of an oversupply, and people are going to kind of start to go bankrupt, basically, because they're going to be cut pricing each other.
Most of them now. One of them is diving, the one closest. The one at 10 o'clock, just about 10-15 meters from the boat, is also diving now. Whoa!
And in northern Iceland, this whale-watching trip delivered what it promised. Despite the downside of high prices and crowds, the island is unforgettable.
Is now going on a dive. You can see the